What a way to go into the break. That was pretty exciting, man. Lot to like in that game. You know, Archer pitched. He was incredible for giving up the leadoff home run to Mookie and then settling down. Really like the way he got through that first and second. I think it was the third or fourth, first and second no outs to the heart of their lineup. Made some big pitches. You tip your cap to Dustin Pedroia. I mean, he's done it for a long time. He's done it to a lot of great pitchers. The guy seems to have a knack for rising to the moment, and he did today. But it did not deter anything that we were trying to accomplish. Mallex got on base. The speed kills a little bit. Most guys aren't scoring on that play or even thinking of tagging. He does it. And then Brad Miller. You know, Brad Miller's had a long season to this point with injuries and probably not performing to the standard that he set last year. But wow, that was a pretty big hit. It might have been as big as any of his Rays career. So just an exciting win for us, and feel good about ourselves going to the break.
How much, we've talked about 2 steps forward, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, win and lose. How big is it to follow up a big win yesterday?
It's huge.
A big win today?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, we have not been that great at doing that. Because it feels like, everybody talks about 500. It feels like we've been just lingered around there, up, down, the entire time. To be able to come and have a 4-game set, you try not to overhype the series, but it is a big series. And the guys were, for us to come out of here with to win the series says a lot about them.
You had a couple of defensive plays too out there. Dickerson.
Yeah, Corey Dickerson.
Souza.
Souza makes a lot of great plays. That's right there with one of the best I've seen. I mean, we're going to see that a bunch on highlight reels to come. So even Hechavarria, that at the end there when he goes back and catches a pop-up, I mean, we play good defense and it seems like we win games.
And Dickerson's play out there.
Dickerson has kind of transformed himself into a pretty good defender from where he was last year.
Do you believe that weeks before the All-Star break can matter in baseball season? I mean, it's such a forced march.
Yeah,
so many
I do. I mean, ask those guys in the clubhouse if they feel that it matters. I mean, this would have been a tough loss. There's no doubt had it gone that way. But regardless, I feel like we should be really happy with the position we're in. We're that much happier now after the win.
Miller, he's an everyday player, not so much as Borges the other night with his big home run, but you were saying last night how deep the roster, or the other night with Borges, how deep the roster is. Is it kind of the same way with Miller?
Yeah, look, Beck's going to be back, and he's feeling better, and when Beck gets back, I've said it to all of them, and we're going to find ways to get them all in there, and it's going to be a good thing. They might not appreciate it that much right now when they have a day off here and there once a week, but it's going to be good if we continue to play like this. We're going to be that much fresher come September.
I'm sorry.
What have you said to Brad during this year? He had to be down a little bit of the injuries and the home runs being so far down.
Yeah, well, I think the injuries probably bother him more than anything. I mean, we've never lost confidence that Brad's going to hit. I mean, he's got a track record of hitting. Got off to a slow start last year and just took fire and ended up with 30-something home runs. This year, same thing, and just the injury kind of didn't allow him to get hot. But maybe now's his time to go ahead and get hot. And like we saw last year, when he does, he can carry us. He hits the ball hard to all fields, and he becomes really, really tough to pitch. I mean, you're talking about a guy that's throwing a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, then the curveball, altering his delivery, and he still finds a way to go out to the deepest part of the park.
I mean, Mark made mention of the fact he hadn't allowed a run in 23 innings. Kelly, I mean, he's been pretty lights out.
Yeah.
I mean, just the way guys were on the bench when that homer went out.
Oh my
gosh! It was like I thought they were going to. Someone jumped over the railing.
Oh yeah, it was an exciting moment for sure, and good for them. They deserve it. They deserve to feel good about themselves and be proud of the way they performed this first half.
You weren't going to hop over the railing, though. You weren't.
I would, but not in the state I'm in right now.
Hey, you said yesterday with the way Colin May finished the game that you thought that would be an outing that would kind of get him back on track. Did he look today?
Yeah, he looked good today. He looked good. I mean, we had a guy up behind him. He threw 30 pitches. We've asked a lot of him here lately. He had a 40-pitch outing 3 or 4 days ago, 5 days ago. So we had to be smart about that. But I thought Alex made some really nice pitches, especially after the leadoff guy gets on base. And that's such a huge out to start the ninth with. The guy swings at a good pitch, hits a ball up the middle, but no panic, which we've never seen from Alex.
No, never.
When he was down in Durham, Foxborough had a couple rough outings.
Oh, Fox, yep.
and now he's had 4 appearances, completely scoreless.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt. There's something to be said that you cannot simulate the intensity level, emulate the intensity level of a big league game. Then you add that we're playing here in a tie ball game against the Red Sox. Thrilled with the way Box is throwing. We need Box to beat Brad Boxberger, and that's what he's shown so far.
How exciting was this week? I mean, from Wrigley to here.
Yeah, pretty
I
exciting.
mean,
It was it was a tremendous atmosphere in Wrigley, and I think a lot credit goes to our fans. They made it a tremendous atmosphere here. When you hear, off the bat when Brad's ball goes, you couldn't hear anything. It was deafening, and that's you want to play in front of those crowds.
Is it a bear trap beyond the All-Star break, that West Coast trip? Do you look at it? I mean, is that one of those?
No, I mean, that's how much confidence we have in this club, that they're going to enjoy their 4 days, but they understand that when it's time to go, we got to keep winning games. So not at all. I mean, in theory, 4 days off and then to go to the West Coast is probably better than playing here and not having a day off and heading out there, or 1 day off, whatever it would be.
What's your status with your foot heading into the
I'm
All-Star
good.
break here?
I'm fine. I hope to be throwing batting practice. Yeah. Yeah.
Kevin, all managers don't like all of their teams. Do you really like this team?
I love this team. It's a good group of guys. I mean, you love the part on the field and the way they perform, but the way the guys are in the clubhouse, the way they pull for each other. It's been a really fun group to sit there and watch them go out and perform and fight through and compete together.
Well, they're a lot more athletic than last year's team too.
Yeah, I mean that helps. I mean, taking the baseball side away from it, we talk about how we have a bunch of new faces here right now, and you would think that like guys like Hetch, Trevor Plouffe, I think they're welcome in here that like they've been here for 3 or 4 years now. That's how comfortable they are, and if they're comfortable, they're going to play well.
Did you, when Pedroia hits opposite field homer up a 96-mile-an-hour fastball?
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy if you're a manager to look around and go, "Well, these guys, how are they going to react here?" What did you see in your guys when they fell behind 3-2?
Well, I mean, obviously it was a little surprising, but then you move past it pretty quick. I don't think there was any doubt, especially with the way Malix went up to the plate, and it was kind of the perfect situation to get him in there, and Malix effect came through again.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Kevin.